When you're playing for a crowd and you used to say you don't know anybody, is that you gotta like keep that silence from happening. You gotta make sure that they're interested the whole time, or else they're out. Right. So, am I a swipe right that's a good, or a swipe left that's bad? That's up to you. It's out good. You know what I'm talking about, sure. Alright, anyway, this song's called When the Frayed Wind Blows. I wrote it on bleakers. Where's Karen live? Is Karen here? Hey, what's up? I wrote it at her house when I used to hang out there. I had no place to live. So anyway, I wrote this song about 5 years ago, and I played it here for the first time ever on stage at an open mic. And there's a lot in this song, so I hope you're ready for it. Anyway, once again, my name is Matt Pless. You're sticking around for Will Wood. I don't know why you would leave, so that's going to be cool. Please check out my merch. And here's a trick, right? Everybody who's got a phone, add me on Instagram right now. Matt Pless. That's like less with a P in front of it. And I post all kinds of content that makes your head spin. And there's also Spotify and Spotify iTunes and Bandcamp and all that stuff. Okay, that's my sales pitch. Thanks for listening. This song's called When the Frayed Wind Blows. Starts with an explosion, do you end it with a bang? First the whistles start to blow and then the guilty finally hang. There's a storm on the horizon and the water's on the rise. We're watching history repeating with the changing times. The figureheads keep talking but they're buried in the sand. Everyone is pointing fingers, everybody waves their hand. The fix is in, the game is rigged, the pawns are polarized. You either pick a side or think outside the picket lines. I wonder, is this a revolution or just mass confusion? When every voice is trying to scream the loudest for equality, while we argue strategy, culture and philosophy. People die in city streets all paved with blood and poverty. Powers with a chosen few. Desperation's just a tool that agents of corruption use to keep the jails and prisons full. Diamond pockets lined with profits earned from broken lives. This led to like one discrimination under God. I'm saying, stop the world. I wanna get off. Everything's on fire and it's falling apart. So if we can't turn back, can we change the course when the fury of the frayed wind blows? The preachers sell salvation to the faithful on their knees. Some prey upon our need and want for something to believe. And some have spun the doctrines, holy guides to paradise, to justify injustices and centuries of genocide. Surrender to your temples, to your altars or your shrines, the weapons used by shepherds so the sheep will keep in line. Conflicting congregations thinking only of themselves. If that's the path to heaven, I hate to see the road to hell. I'll tell ya, they take a vision, make religion, cause division, keep you vacant and complacent and dependent on a system by creating ways to separate, utilizing class and race. Prejudice perpetuates and keeps monopolies in place. Trickle up or trickle down, stack or spread the wealth around. Someone's hope is running out while fortune fills a bank account. Empty promised politicians pander to the poor while there's money used for funding phony wars on foreign shores. And saying, stop the world, I want to get off, cause they're loading up the bullets and they're dropping the bombs. The propaganda beats to the narrative drums when the fury of the frayed wind blows. The criminals in Congress, they ain't got no ground to stand. They're building walls and borders all around the stolen land. A legacy of liberty, that's how the story goes. But conquerors rewrote the past to suit the status quo. So is it institutions or the state of humankind that leads to some exalted over thousands left behind? They'll push it to your limit, but in turn they'll push their luck. Cause sleeping giants riot when they've finally woken up. Because they're buying your silence with those shiny advertisements. They lie and cheat and steal and tax your habits so you'll finance what they hide away behind the scenes. Cover over underneath. Population exploitation, victimized by vanity. Faces in a magazine, pictures on a pixel screen. Set a lofty standard that disintegrates your self-esteem. Race to chase a plastic dream. Red carpets and limousines, blinded and distracted by the flashbulbs of celebrity. But just beyond the limelight, after fame has run its course, they'll throw you to the lions while a sold out crowd will roar. I'm saying, stop the world, I wanna get off, cause There's bodies lying breathless, bleeding, piling up. They shook the bottle of rage, now it's bound to erupt when the fury of the frayed wind blows. I'm in battle with my guitar here. The suspense is like killing everybody. Is it gonna cut out? Is it gonna make it through? Is the world gonna end? All the above are all going to happen at some point. You can think yourself in circles, but the answer's never clear. Is there safety with surveillance? Is there freedom without fear? Unravel and untangle all you thought you understood, and question everything until you question why you should. We'll change the world with flowers, or we'll change the world with guns. We'll plant a seed or dig a grave before it's said and done. But if we come together, all for one and one for all, resistance rises up sure as an empire will fall. So I'll just push towards the future, may it crumble for the better, where tyrannical oppressors are but shadows will remember. No judgment based on color or your lover or your gender. Dismantle older models so they can't be reassembled. But the day the tables turn your way, watch out for a twist of fate. Careful not to stumble and become the very thing you hate. Seek out something comforting, search for something innocent, but you'll never have those eyes that look at life that way again. So you can take the high road, nothing ventured, nothing gained, but you'll fight fire with fire when you're going down in flames and saying, stop the world, I wanna get off, cause we're at each other's throats and now it's choking my heart. And we can burn the earth or extinguish the torch when the fury of the frayed wind blows. Alright, y'all. It's time for a new guitar, so you gotta buy me some merch, you know. Thanks a lot. My name is Pless. I appreciate y'all listening. Thanks, Bitter End. Stick around. What's coming up?